Schedule builders, the purpose of this video is to show you how to autofill some student information and to give you a caution on something to watch for when you go to this area. So first of all, you're going to make sure you're in PowerScheduler. You're going to make sure you're at your school. You are then going to, from PowerScheduler on the left-hand side, you're going to scroll down under the Tools feature, and you're going to select Functions. I have to be careful not to pause my recording when I do this. Got it? All right, so this takes you to a Schedule Functions page. Now, there's a lot of options here, and you should only use very few of them and be cautious and know what you're doing if you do want to use them. I will point out what I would recommend. You're only going to want to do autofill student information and resolve invalid requests and potentially some update selections, but super caution there. Other things like split year-long classes, you can mess up real fast, and that would cause great problems. You know, a lot of other things my team does for you. So right now, you want to focus on autofill student info and resolving invalid requests. Resolving invalid requests, if you've watched the schedule preferences video that talks about how if you have a student who's slated to go to Liberty High, but you look them up on the live side and they're at North and you put their requests in at North, but they're set to go to Liberty High. If we ran resolve invalid requests at Liberty High, you would see that you have a student at Liberty High who's slated to go to Liberty High, but their requests are at a different school. We're going to do a video on that a little bit later, but that's what that's used for. From here, we're going to look at the autofill student information. So key thing on this is used, and this will touch the records of students who are set to come to your school next year. Right, so their next school has to be Liberty North for this process to touch them. So if your registrar just enrolled a student brand new after scheduling starts, or after we tell you we have mass set every active student's next school information, which is a lot of these things, if that happens, they have to also go set the next school indicator for those students, or this process doesn't touch them and you can miss them in scheduling. So what we're going to do, anybody who's set to come to you just to make sure everything's good, if they're an 8th grader currently, they're going to be a 9th grader next year. 9th goes to 10th, 10th goes to 11th, 11th goes to 12th, and then for seniors, just so you know, a next year seniors grade level 99. We will mass set all seniors to grade level 99, and then at some point when you make determinations that a senior won't graduate, you will change that back to, for the individual, you would take care of that senior. But a 12th grader, their next year grade's 99. Priority, seniors aren't being scheduled if they're graduating, so priority for a junior going to be a senior is 10, and then this is 20, this is 30, this is 40. Key thing is low numbers. If you have a different plan you want to put in there, right, maybe you want a special population group to have the lowest priority and you're going to set all those kids individually at 10, you can do that, and then you make your 11th graders 20 and work up from there. The key idea is the lower the number, the higher the priority that student has. Think of it like this: if there's 2 of us who need that last seat in a class, who has the higher priority is what's probably going to dictate who gets in, is the way I understand that. Schedule this student. Yeah, we want to schedule the student. They're a kiddo in our building. They're supposed to come to us next year. We want that. We want them to build a schedule. Kids who are going to graduate, we don't need to schedule. Year of graduation. This isn't required, but it gives you a warning all the time. So current seniors' year of graduation is 2019. This one's 2020. This one is 2021, this one is 2022, and this one is 2023. It's easier to do it that way because that way you know which one. You start with kids who graduate now and you work your way up. Then we're going to hit submit. And so now for all kids who are slated to go to Liberty North High School, this is updating them. I'm going to pause the video for a second until that finishes because it's touching many records. All right, the process finished. Unfortunately, I had to walk away for quite a while, so I lost. There's a little page that tells you the changes have been completed. So I apologize. I had to walk away, and then I got logged out while I was gone. But they have been completed, and if we look at our test students, right, so I look at the first one, I can see we got a priority now. We had a year of graduation. So that backfilled for all those students. That is how you use the autofill student information process. Have a great day.